we were watching the last podcast live on Patreon yesterday or day before, whatever. And at some point, I walk out to go get a drink, and it's just Bingo and Chad Shank here, and Chad goes, "He's gay."
You know what? I'm gonna run in and get that.
Channel it
because it's easier.
to One Direction.
That's my favorite band.
What?
One Direction.
I think Stanhope might be gay.
I think, well, I know he's gay.
Oh, yeah.
And Bingo said, "He better be gay." And then they started talking about what a good couple me and Andy are. And Bingo goes, "Yeah, they spend more time
In bed together more than I sleep or stand up.
This is all behind my back." It was so fun to watch what they say behind your back when you're inside.
In our defense, we didn't think you were going to watch. I didn't know it was going to be live. We thought we were talking behind your back.
That's the problem with the podcast or anything. It's a problem with any hot mic.
Yeah.
And then Andy called in and said he was at a gay pride parade yesterday, so he didn't watch.
I went to the Saturday market and noticed a police presence, and I just followed it to the gay. Was about a block away, and the gay parade was just kicking off. And I walked a lot. I noticed one time a few years ago when there was a gay parade, which I joined in, but at the end of it there was some armed dudes down there to scare the gays, and it worked on me because this year I didn't march, and I just walked down to the end of where the parade would be to see if there was any armed militia. So I was queer adjacent, though.
I don't think that's what those cops are for, and they're just there to. We're not going to scare you straight. We're just going to kind of keep you in the closet with brute force.
That was actually in the police beat.
Well,
hang on, Andy. That was in our police beat this week, and I got some circled for you for later.
Right on.
Chad, was someone called that there was someone that was armed at the Pride Parade, and the police responded, "It's legal to have a gun." But I thought, and even when Andy told me this yesterday, I thought they were there protecting the Pride Parade.
So I saw in a Facebook group that there was going to be we've got our weapons and we're going to be out there to protect the queers. So that was a thing. But that guy was also claiming he was a comedian, and when people he was local here in Bisbee, and then when they were like, "I've never heard of you," and he's like, "Well, I opened for Bill Burr pre-COVID and stuff," and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I could never figure out who it was. So I was like, "Who the fuck is in Bisbee making these claims?"
There was a preacher guy who was in it. Well, people were getting in his face, and he had another dude who was dressed more in gear for trouble. But the two of them and all these gay different genders were yelling in his face.
He mutilated children. He saves those who cut off the genitalia of youth if they repent.
And it was just great. I mean, there was a whole mob of people yelling, and no threat of violence. It was just pure stupid. It was like roasting, only one guy using Jesus.
Praise the name of Jesus. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. He's poured out blessings abundant.
He told me I was going to burn in hell. So he wasn't wrong.
I actually have a favorite pride. I don't know if it's pride, but it was some sort of a furry. I don't know. There was a lot of weird stuff going on, but one of the guys was disabled and he was starting a fight with people. And then one of the furries knocked his wheelchair over and they started beating him up. And he just started screaming, "I suck dick for cock! I suck dick for cock!" And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I want to use that someday, I think.
Whose dog is that?
Yeah. Is that Bingo? Is that Bingo's asshole?
She doesn't have her gloves on.
It sounds just like a dog.
I realized after all this talk, Alex is here.
Alex.
Oh my God.
Grab a chair anywhere over there.
Here and you'll be able to hear Andy.
I can hear you.
Yeah. this week is just.
Yeah, Mamu and Gary are supposed to be here, but they'll be fashionably late, as that's their fashion.
We should have got Derek a way to call in.
I told him, but he can't get on Patreon.
He's on Patreon.
Is he?
I know.
Well, I told him we're doing this, and but he has a lot to do trying to get that transmission back into that van I gave him.
Did some stuff transpire since I was? Did Derek get trapped?
That old piece of shit Tahoe that I got from the auction.
Yeah.
The schoolhouse Tahoe or Suburban, whatever.
It did what it was bound to do.
Yeah, he did not mete out the miles left on that thing, and he went on that road trip and showed up at our gig in Taos, and then went to Missouri, and then the transmission shit the bed.
Well, I remember you guys said he went to Missouri, but I didn't know his transmission. Maybe he did. I don't remember.
Yeah.
He took off on a road trip so he could lose his roommate,
Yeah.
and he hasn't been back since.
And now he himself is homeless. It's irony.
Yeah.
While somebody's living in his house.
Hey. It's not me. Just my golf clubs.
Hey, you know what? I picked up Kenny walking the streets yesterday. Is going to the thrift store to dump off some things. And I saw him walking. He's got a new haircut, and he looked sharp and proud. But he did steal from Derek. When I pulled over to pick him up, I'm like, that's not yours. That belongs to Derek. You had some fucking stink going on. I almost brought you to that. When you said, can you drop me off at the Gay 90s, which is not a gay bar, oddly. It's down at the border. I was almost going to stop by and pick you up, get you some deodorant from the house, because you smelled like, summer Derek.
Oh, that's what he picked up.
Monsoon Derek. You were a very humid... It was, but the Gay 90s is not a bar that you have to really worry about.
You could have told
getting
me.
close to you.
If you didn't know better, Doug.
No wonder why nobody wanted to play pool with me.
Kenny walking the streets and then dumping him off at a gay bar would look suspicious.
By the border.
I, for one, am glad you saved it for the podcast.
I showered, okay? I showered.
So last we caught up with Kenny. I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that probably haven't heard I think it's a trilogy now of Kenny stories. And last we heard, your wife was untreatable up in Tucson because she couldn't pass a drug test to get her cancer treated.
She got it. Well, she got something removed. I have a picture. I'll show you guys in a minute. It's a big glob of whatever it looks like. Has some teeth, some hair.
Is it living there with you? You and that? Are you living with the glob and the other guy now?
No, the glob has been globbed and thrown in the glob can.
That glob does so much cocaine. They're fucking mad at it all the time. Stop doing all the cocaine, Bobby.
She has had that thing removed. So she was in the hospital last week, and I was here, like a good boyfriend would be, or not boyfriend, whatever the fuck you want to call me.
Tenant.
Oh no!
We settled on squatter.
Squatter, that's the one.
Homesteader. It sounds more prairie-like.
And now they're still testing and they're still biopsying, and I'm not sure if it's going to be good to go or not good to go. But she's good to go enough to be yelling at me every day about the same shit. Me not being in Tucson.
When I saw Kenny walking at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in 90 degrees with no apparent destination, because he's walking towards Warren, towards us, and I always pick you up anyway when I see you.
Oh yes.
I go, where you headed? Because I drop you off. And you go, I'm just walking. Like, oh, that's a guy who really needs to get out of the house.
Our house is hot as hell. We have a swamp cooler as well. It does not work worth a shit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's like a.
I bet Derek's place was cool.
It wasn't. It is a lot cooler. I mean, was a lot cooler.
He left his AC on while he's gone to keep his stuff cool.
He did change it over and put some pads in it. I should just put some new ones in for him, but I
would like to see the odd couple back together.
Well,
Oh, you will.
it'll happen. He hasn't called me or texted me, and I haven't texted or called him. I don't know why. I mean, apparently we're not buddies.
The Australians are, and by the way, the Australians are also super high people. So I imagine them just sitting around and fantasizing about the idea of racing Kenny and Derek across the country via Greyhound and Amtrak. One on one on the other. But we'd need two people to film it. That's why we need to start stockpiling.
I mean,
How about you send Kenny in another vehicle that'll break down out where Derek is and see which one gets back.
Well, I think that was Alex's last idea, or Mimsy's last idea was, what if we send him via Amtrak out to pick up or meet Derek to drive the new transmission back together?
I think while I was coming in here, I had this idea because when I passed the gas station down there, that whole road was full of emergency vehicles. And I thought, you could put a GoPro on Kenny's lump and just let him cruise around when he's just out doing his walks.
Yeah.
It would be like a police beat.
That's when. But that's like when Clint Eastwood directs a film that he's not in. You're taking the lump out of the picture. That's the one selling tickets.
You should put it back and let the lump be in the peripheral.
I do have access now. I can probably go get the lump removed.
You got access?
Yes, I did.
Wow, finally. Access is our local health care. Kenny should have everything.
What if you remove the lump and put it with the glob and an 8-ball and an incubator?
Lumpy might snort that shit up real quick.
It'd be like that movie, The Substance.
Yay.
Sorry, we just watched that heap of shit last night.
There's been a lot of heap of shits on YouTube lately. I'll tell you what. I ain't seen a good movie on there since... I don't know.
Who's watching movies on YouTube?
Me?
We got rid of everything because I'm on the road, so we only have YouTube and Prime.
All right. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube, but I guess sometimes I watch documentaries on there, but not movies. But I mean, who's complaining that they're shitty? It's YouTube. You're not. It's like anybody can just put whatever they want on there. Why are you expecting it to be the cream of the crop? Man, this YouTube content sure is garbage. Fuck yeah!
I feel like for the views that the movies have, and we have better content than those movies, so I'm kind of questionable on the viewing. I think that's all bots viewing their movies, because trust me, when you get a close-up of...
Well, they're all narrating the documentaries. I know that. That fucking...
AI?
Yes.
Yeah.
David Attenborough, and it's definitely not David Attenborough.
Attenborough.
Whatever.
As soon as I hear the first AI, because sometimes I can't tell right away, but then as soon as I hear the first mispronounced AI word,
Yeah.
like, I'm out. Fuck off with your AI voice.
Or the pause in between, like Mount Saint Helens. I'm like, wait, there's no comma needed in that sentence.
There is actually a pause between those two.
No. I just watched. You might want to watch this recently downloaded documentary about volcanoes, Andy, because you're right in their neck of woods. So I'm just saying.
It's a reverent pause for those who've had.
I'm ready whenever the volcanoes are ready to go. I'm ready. I'm down with it.
Good. Well, get your raft ready.
I'm gonna light my pipe off of the rim of it.
Andy took his wife to a concert.
Whoa.
Yeah, we went
on a
to
date?
Lyle Lovett. I got seats.
Wow.
And we went to dinner first.
Where did you go to dinner?
Place that I thought was closer to the whole thing, so I parked, and then there was a lot of walking involved. When you're with somebody who doesn't see very well, it's better to be patient, but I'm not, so I just walk ahead a click, make sure everything's okay, and then I stop.
You're just
And then
basically.
she catches up, and then I walk ahead. Very much like Platoon, but she don't like it.
Or you're walking a dog.
Wow, that
Yeah.
surprises me. I blame you, Stanhope. I think you've been getting Andy drunk too much, and then now Andy went home and got so drunk he tried to pick his wife up. God damn, you're fucking drunk, dude.
I did overthink things because I got tickets for when my daughter's visiting to go see Billy Strings with my daughter and my new son-in-law, and I didn't want her to go, so I got tickets to I Love It to preemptively.
I knew there was a fucking nefarious reason, Andy.
And it was Lyle Lovett and his big band, and I know he tends to get into the gospel music.
Oh, boy.
And I know Jehovah's Witnesses ain't comfortable with gospel music, so it was a win-win.
Oh, that's funny.
He said to me, yeah, the road ended, but the alcoholism hasn't.
Yeah, I've been drinking. I keep a full bar going up and when I got the room, so I'm doing the usual.
Oh, nice. We're doing, we got a mimosa bar with,
Shots of mimosas?
yeah, well, no, it's just 5 different juices. You can have pineapple, peach, strawberry. I'm going to do strawberry next, and lemonade and orange.
Doing a
Or
flight.
strawberry lemonade. You could do that. You could fuck it up. You can go crazy on this mimosa bar.
You can do
I
it.
got my Safeway freebie and vodka.
Now that Trump's president, you can do what you want.
Yeah, I'll do a strawberry. A strawberry lemonade.
He's getting nasty.
Out
over
on the
here.
road, I ordered a flight of Pilsners because I didn't want the big beer. And I go, how about a flight? And then I go, all Pilsners. And they did not like my flight plan. But
That was in Montana.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. He's got a flight of all the same beers because he wants the cute glasses, and I'm sure he stole one. Did you?
I do have one I keep changing. So it's not like I stole it for nothing. It keeps my quarters. So
It's Andy's Fort Knox.
it's,
It's
right.
managing. It's
I do like
managing
to
his
steal
money.
A little trinket. It's like, yeah, I like little. I took those little plates in Poland, and I haven't looked back since then. I've been taking.
Thank you.
You like getting toilet paper? I like little dish.
The other day I had some
But the way Bingo goes
cottage
through that
cheese.
toilet paper,
We got the.
I think Andy's was better than mine anyway. I was just gonna say, I know what you're talking about. The other day I had some cottage cheese and I realized I'm like, I stole this plate from the mess hall when I was like 18 years old. I still am eating off of it. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
At least you were at least you were in long enough to steal a plate from
That's
the mess hall.
that's back when they made shit for real. You know, you could count on a plate lasting. Now they all fucking tether, fall apart.
Melt.
I'm not that old. Unless,
Did Andy go on mute?
No.
no, I'm here.
Oh, he just
I think-
coughed and we didn't hear it.
I think he got gun shy because of the we're stepping on each other. We used to do that on the Zoom a lot.
Speaking of gun shy, Chad, I'm no longer gunless.
You pulled the trigger, so to speak.
I got the
A little lady
it was
Derringer
really,
from the
I got
Old
a
West.
hold of the
Did you get the Glock?
a little Derringer. I did.
Right on.
I don't know how. Yeah, but I went. The place I went to was in this neighborhood, and there was like neighbors going, "Where do you they were automatically wondering where I was going, but I think it was just like such a white neighborhood that somebody being an outsider, they were like, "What are you looking for?" And I didn't want to say this, but if this lady sells guns like. Tupperware lady. I go in and she's got there's a fat kid and she goes, ask if I look like a track coach to her, my MO or whatever.
Does this gun have a serial number, or has it been ground off?
Yeah, no, she did all that for me. I gave her a thumbprint. She gave me the gun.
I've been trying to listen to this whole story, and my mind just keeps playing real scared, like, Andy's got a gun. Andy's got a gun.
I was just looking for that in the comments.
I did have trouble driving it from an A to B without wanting to wave it at somebody. I got it right here. Don't cut me off. This is the one time you don't want to cut me off.
Oh, man.
Chad was alluding to a violent story.
Ooh, violence.
That might be a segue.
Yeah, that's.
I only got it. I only got it because the government wants to take it away from me now.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah,
And he just wanted to hide something.
if it's like my electric bike in the car, I won't know how to ever use it. I'll have the basics down, but when I need to use some aspect of it, I won't be able to make it happen.
Yes, well, so the other day I was in my yard, and I have these shitty neighbors down at the end of the road, and we try to ignore them, but they drive like 50 mile an hour down. It's like a little tiny dirt road, dead end, and their dogs
hang on, he's
get out.
waving his gun at us.
Oh, shit. That's not it.
Jeez Louise. Oh, yeah.
Zoom just crushed this one, and that's all that's done.
$500 for this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's crazy. No, this is a prop gun I use
It's
to
a
scare
lighter.
off the neighbors.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Chad.
Jesus.
So your neighbors.
Well, their dogs get out, and they go down and start terrorizing everybody's dogs up and down the neighborhood. 2 pit bulls, and they just run them down. The other day, the neighbors were screaming they were going to call the cops on them because they can't keep their dogs in, and they're just a mess. They have the cops call on them all the time. I have that clip on Instagram that I put up because I heard on the scanner my address, and they were like, yeah, he's going to shoot him, and they do have a gun. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I went and set my phone up on the fence, so I got all the police cars rushing down my road. Because I heard this fucking announcement beforehand on the scanner. So anyways, these guys are assholes. And I was just happened to be out in the yard by the fence, and their dogs were out. And the dude chases them down around the corner. And then his old lady gets in the truck and does about 60 because they got to hurry up and catch these dogs because they have no control over them. And I was right by the fence, and I yelled, slow the fuck down! And then I hear, don't fucking talk to her like that!
Oh.
And before I could catch myself, come here and talk to me about it, you fucking cocksucker! Just fucking screaming. Yes. And then I stood in the middle of the road until they came back around and blocked him from going home, and told him to fucking get out and talk to me, and he wouldn't. And I called him all kinds of names. And yeah, it was ugly. And then he talked shit like he wanted to, like he was going to fight me, but he wouldn't get out of the truck. And so then I just walked partway down to where we were in neutral territory in the middle of the road and stood there for about fucking 10 minutes just staring at him, just going, you just mouth? Are you fucking coming over? What do you got? What are we doing over here? And he fucks with Jenny's like, get the fuck in the house. Oh. And yeah, it was bad. It went real. It didn't go as bad as it could have.
It's July.
Yeah. The problem is I should have let it go, and now they're just they've already done. Now they haul ass even more every time they go past because what are you gonna do about it?
That's because they're afraid to go slow enough for you to pull them out of their truck.
Well, I've already looked at. You can get on Amazon these things. You remember when you play jacks with the ball, but you got the really fucking sharp edged ones that you can fucking pitch out there real quick and then police back up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things you can do.
Sounds like you're thinking in the right direction.
Yeah, Andy knows what I'm talking about. I told Jenny my plan is right now everybody in the neighborhood knows that I actively avoid any kind of eye contact or any other kind of contact with anybody. And so these guys, I'm going to be leaning over the fence, smiling. I'm going to be extra nice. I'm going to pretend like we're best fucking friends. We've been cleaning out, looking every time they come out of their house.
Send them brownies.
That's the only rule Jenny's ever given me in 20 some odd years of marriage is you cannot fight any of the neighbors, which is really logical. You think
Bingo had a beef with the neighbor across the street enough to
Chase
she
her.
doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't come around anymore.
No. It almost got physical, but
I'm not. I'm going to wait for my violent story that Andy slept through in Charleston, where me and Carlos Valencia and I called the cops.
And it was part of Pride. You know, it was in Pride Month. And
Not in that neighborhood.
There was gayness involved and
There was a lot of gayness, and the next day, like I called the Australians immediately. Well, first of all, we called
the lawyer.
Well, that was from the airport when you woke up an hour later. Meanwhile, I got Carlos Valencia and I got shoved to the ground
by a guy,
and I got right in his face. Yeah.
So that sentence right there is the only fucking thing I know about this story. So I'm really anxiously awaiting the entire fucking story. You're just giving all these weird fucking bullet points.
I was
here.
hoping Carlos would fucking jump in here, but I don't think he's here.
Yeah.
If Carlos is around, fucking, because I don't.
Didn't you said you guys made out, but didn't you say that guy identified as gay?
As I was about to say, well, we're gay. It started. This is one of those things where one cute girl fucking ruins the party because. And it was weird that Andy went to sleep when there was still a cute girl hanging around. Carlos's friend drove out from Alabama for the show, and she's a cute girl. We're all hanging out at this patio, this great fucking motel, Starlight Motor Inn, a block away from the club, but in a neighborhood where after the show, the doorman walks you that one block to your motel.
Yeah. And you don't and at first you go, oh no, I'm all right. I'm just walking by Popeye's Chicken and Dollar General. I taped for about 15 minutes the Dollar General parking lot or Family Dollar, whatever it was. It was the most active fucking situation going on. There's wheelchairs coming in all askew. Cars almost colliding. Big dudes riding little kids' bikes on with motors.
It was Juneteenth.
Yeah. It was Juneteenth. There was the thing. I expected a tiny car. I didn't watch long enough to see a guy in a tiny car, but I'm sure it was coming.
Did you say Popeye's Chicken? Because I heard they put out on their sign. They said if you're waiting for your plug in the parking lot, you might as well come in for our 2-piece for $4.99 or something. They put it right out on their sign on the street. They said, since you're waiting for your plug in the parking lot, come on in for our 2-piece.
Do your drug deals inside.
Yeah.
We've got AC.
Yeah. Like, damn.
I watched that parking lot before the shows and after them. At one point there was it looked like just like 4 or 5 shopping carts in a row just left there, but in fact it was a person in a wheelchair sleeping behind a shopping cart with a shopping cart behind him, and then he got regenerated or whatever, and then moved his buddy. It was just that
He's getting out of the sun.
That whole thing was an obstruction of the parking lot that people just steered around. Like, it was a cool neighborhood that way.
It was a fucking great club, Witsend Comedy Club. If you know comics that are, definitely. It's like 100-seat comedy club, perfect size with a great bar on the other side, long bar, and a green room that's bigger than this fucking funhouse upstairs.
Occasional violence.
Well, the only
Gay
violence was at
crimes across
3
the street.
a.m. when we're all just sitting out by the pool. It's all beautiful. It's a June in South Carolina, and hanging out. And this fat fucking slob pulls up a chair. Do you mind if I join you? And we're like, oh, but
And it was just Carlos, Doug, and then the
And
lady.
there was one guy that because we did 3 nights there, and they have the Burgundy room above the Starlight Motor Inn, so it's like real vintage 50s. They have a perfect pool, motel, and this guy that had been there the whole time, so we had known each other. The bar has.
He was kind of Bronson-esque, and he was like, this hotel's a throwback. And this guy was kind of a throwback. Like he could have been a ghost for all I know. Is he's like Charles
barrel chested,
barrel always around the pool, conversations with the ladies, and then he disappears for a while and comes back from another angle.
Yeah, he was kind of like a 70s action star where he was in his 50s probably, but looked like like Gene Connors. Just his silver-haired, barrel chested.
Nowhere to go, like he was there for an indefinite amount of time.
I'm picturing him in a Speedo, and I want to stop doing that.
No, but when I first encountered this dude, he was standing on a chair and by the pool, and I was looking to see if it was open, and then this voice from above says, "Pool's closed. I'm trying to get a picture." Taking a picture.
He was the first guy that showed up, but we knew him and he had beer. So he showed up with the 3 of us, me, Carlos, and his friend, the gal. And then this guy came over and he brought beers over. And I've known him for 3 days from the bar. The bar upstairs has like legitimate old jazz and R&B. They play like fucking horns and tiny bar, but just like authentic old black people. An 84-year-old black guy that has been.
It felt like that one night. Well, it was way wider, but it felt like that scene in Animal House where they walk into the bar. But it just felt like we were walking into the 70s.
Yeah, no, it felt like we were madmen, like kind of adopting their culture. Hey, isn't it cool? We can go to a jazz bar with black people, but we're safe.
Yeah. But you weren't because you were the next night. But yeah, we got to hang out in the green room of that place, which was very cool. Right in back of the old motel or the old lounge, there was a green room that was equally cool to hang in.
Yeah. So this is at the bar, the green room of the bar across the street at our motel.
Yeah.
There's a separate room that the owner of the comedy club has as his own private room up there. So, and you can smoke cigarettes back there. And the fucking owner was cool as shit. The fucking hotel was cool as shit. Motel, Motor Inn, Motor Lodge, and
then you still got assaulted.
There we go. Then we're getting back to where we started this story.
Well, it all starts with a rape joke.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how it came out, but she said she was leaving. There was no rooms at the hotel. We were staying in bunk beds, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would be funny to book us.
Yeah.
I found this motor lodge closest to the club online, and they had one room that you could get that was 2 bunk beds, 4 twin beds. And I go, oh, that'd be funny to end the tour with the 3 of us stuck in one room with bunk beds, but it's by the pool.
You sent me that picture, and I was like, "That's the most Pride Week thing you've ever done." I think.
Yeah. Well, and then earlier in the day, Carlos and that's when I did that video of Carlos and Doug. They were spinning around in the pool and singing to each other, and
with his legs wrapped around me.
Okay, and this is the set we were watching before the show. We were watching a really lame prank show hosted by black comedians.
Oh,
it was
God damn it! Yeah. All right, so it's basically okay. We have what's that guy from America's Got Talent? Nick Cannon and Kevin Hart are hosting this prank show that they have nothing to do with, and they prank celebrities, and they basically have nothing better than hit them in the face with a pie level pranks. And I'm going to scare them. I'm going to come up behind them and go, boo. But they weren't doing it. They had other people doing it. And then they would comment back and forth. And it was just so bad.
So we were doing lame pranks back and forth.
It became a running joke with us. Oh.
Yeah. Doug went to the bathroom and we put he put a napkin over his drink so we wouldn't prank him, and then we put 5 napkins on
When
it.
I came back, there's a stack of napkins. Oh my God, he got me. So that had become a running joke.
Oh, that's great.
After that, everyone thinks everything is a joke. So when I went in to wake up Andy to say we just got fucking assaulted.
Yeah, they got
didn't
assaulted
believe you?
by a
No.
fat guy.
Which I think
I
we
was like,
skipped over
okay.
again.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting there.
I was
He's
like,
giving
"Where's
you
the
context.
camera? You got me, dog." Oh shit! Damn it.
So
Like I was in. Like I'm gonna get up and get involved. I'm like I'm on Xanax, man.
no, this is what as the cops were coming, we woke you up. So I said to the lady, she's going to leave, and I go, yeah, something about, because 3 out of 4 of these people want to rape you, or whatever. And so he doesn't know we know her or something. I don't know. I don't know if he's drunk.
Does he know you're a comedian?
Evidently not. We don't know. We're not talking
Well,
to
he
this
didn't
guy.
think you were funny if he does.
He said, anyone even touches her, I will fucking, however, I'll fucking.
He protesteth too much right away.
She leaves, and he's going ballistic.
comes
Like,
up to
we
see me.
fucking know her. We don't know who the fuck you are, but we're comedians. That's a friend of ours. Fuck you. And then I don't know what transpires. It's all blurry, but at some point, I'm about to say we're gay because this guy's fucking huge and fucking fat, and I keep saying he's fat because that's when I think it turned, because it was all like in your face, and it's with Carlos mostly, and Carlos is about 5'4" and just with a pork pie hat, and it's like the easiest threat.
2
My
inches
sweet
shorter than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I was gonna get in a fight, that's who I would draw up. Don't even know that tall.
But Carlos is pickled, but he's just, you can't stop him. And he's like, fuck you, and you don't, fuck you. And then I was about to say we're gay. Carlos and I, every time I bring him up on stage, Junior would be upset, because Junior and I always kiss when we introduce one or the other on stage. But Carlos and I get deep. And so-
Tongue.
And so as I'm about to say this, I'm gay. Like, I got Carlos ready for the fucking mall, and the guy says, I'm gay. And I'm like, you just stole that from me. I was about to say that. But nothing diffused it where you'd think, and the guy's going ape shit. And then I told him, oh, that guy has a gun. The other guy that brought down the beers. He's like, why are you throwing me into this?
Charles Bronson.
Yeah, Charles Bronson. I have no beef with you. Of course you don't have a beef with him. You have a beef with Carlos, the littlest guy. And Carlos said, I think he was like walking away, and Carlos go, yeah, you fat motherfucker. And he turns around and he goes, did you call me fat? You called me fat again. So he definitely had an issue with his weight. And then he chucked Carlos to the AstroTurf.
Yeah.
You came
it was
in with
this
muscle?
little turf area
Yeah,
by
I
the
came in
pool.
and
Your big muscle.
I was in his face, and I'm just doing this, and I'm just trying to line up this shot.
Oh boy.
Where I could just box his ear. I'm like, I don't know if I can reach.
Oh no.
And I was very close.
That's the difference between who you were and
Where
who
were you,
are.
Chad Shane? Come on, brother.
On the
Thankfully,
AstroTurf.
I was at home. All I keep thinking about is it's all timing. Imagine if you would have got out that you were gay first, this might have ended in a threesome with
Yeah.
you guys.
A bad spooning situation.
Oh, we're gay. Me too. Oh, everybody in the pool. She's going home.
So whatever shit talking, I'm like this.
I roofied myself before pride broke out down in the turf area.
Pride 10th, I call it, sir.
Yeah, pride team.
Oh my god.
Sounds like you need security on the road again.
So, and then it's just a lot of that pointless fucking jibber jabber, way too loud for the motor lodge at 3 a.m. And you push down the fucking littlest guy. You want me to push you down too? And I go, yeah. And he fucking
Push you down.
And I still have, I bruised ribs on the front and back. I still have a hard time fucking sleeping. And I hit the ground and I go, all right, now you're guilty of assault. And I'm fucking, I called 911.
Are you guys going to title? Are you going to title this podcast "The Gayest Fight Ever"?
Yeah.
Kenny's
And
been
then
in more fights probably than me, and definitely more recently. But this is definitely the gayest fight I've ever heard.
I know.
This is unbelievable.
They're shoving each other down. I'll shove you down.
It wasn't
You go shove me
Chad,
down.
It was push. I
You
think.
won't do nothing.
They never.
I'm going to push you on the AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Call me fat again.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it in wrestling because there was always a wrestler that was a star, versus somebody who's just a bag of dog food. But it seems like two bags of dog food went up against each other.
I guarantee Carlos did not expect him to come back and shove him on the ground when he called him a fat motherfucker when he was on his way
Carlos
out.
was still fucking yakking when the cops show up. They showed up 4 deep.
Oh my god.
Yes, they just showed up.
I saw the video. There was like 6 cop cars. It was a lot.
It's amazing when you call 911 what shows up.
in those cities.
It's like I was having a routine drugging situation in Vegas, and 5-6 firefighters show up, paramedics, cops. And it's like, I just got dosed by a hooker. We don't need a whole platoon.
Well, they probably saw the address and it was red flagged for that neighborhood. And don't go in there alone. Have the bouncer walk the cops in.
Imagine their disappointment.
I would think that Stanhope's measured ear slap would have been a second too slow and an inch too short.
And I would have still fallen down just as hard and hurt myself.
Without him touching you, probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
we
would have
gotta
been.
be like
It
that.
would have only gated up more because that's not like a strike that you do. That's
I learned some shit at the Pride March yesterday from the preacher and that other dude. We'll do that. It's like, you can't touch us. You can't touch us. He's touching us. We'll do some defusing in battle. We'll make our weakness our strength.
So the cops come down. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say we should have a cardboard cutout of our attorney that we could just set out in those situations.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, the cops came and we have the direct eye contact to his door right across the way. So they go out and tap on his door, and then there's a fucking slew of them going there, and then they're asking us questions. Go ahead.
And what did he call you guys? Didn't he call you guys pedophiles?
Oh, yeah, he was screaming after he knows I called the cops. Then he starts screaming at anyone who'll listen. They're fucking pedophiles. They're weirdos. He's just trying to, get any, j'accuse. But he doesn't realize he's yelling at the guy that's already been there. The one I said had a gun. He's yelling at that guy who went to get ice, because that's what you do. Ice is right under his room. He's like, watch out for those guys. They're pedophiles. They're weirdo. I'm like, all right, this guy's going to tell cops some bullshit. And then they're
Save it for breakfast when kids are awake.
Meanwhile, you have to understand, we have a 4:30 Uber to the airport. So it's
Which I'm
good that
probably
we're like,
medicated
we're
for.
getting out of here anyway, so we can. But also, we're not going to bed.
How many of these stories do you hear where I'm the one up creating problems? And that night I slipped away early, did a little Xanax so I could go to sleep, and woke up to them, which I thought was an elaborate prank, saying they were being thrown down by some big fat guy because they were gay.
That's really the lead that was buried in this story is that Andy was quietly in the room.
In the top bunk, sleeping like an angel.
Yep.
So at one point, I remember the guy said to me and Carlos, he goes, Well, you're ugly. After he got called fat, he goes, you're ugly. And you're a 60-year-old ugly man, and you're a 30-year-old ugly man. And Carlos is like,
50
I'm 45. But I got bumped up 2 years where now I'm an elderly person that you push down according to the cops.
Oh, man. I mean, throwing down anybody over the age of 50 is assault with a deadly weapon.
Start pulling out your AARP card as defense. Stop,
yeah, man.
Stop.
Yeah, he couldn't do that. He beat us to the gay, but he couldn't beat us. He couldn't say he's elderly and get away with it. But they came up.
Oh my God.
All right, so I called the owner of the hotel. I have him, or the manager, whoever. The guy that's friend with the club owner, that the club owner has his own private fucking smoking area, green room in the jazz club. So I go, all right. And I said, hey, please, whoever was in 204 on this night, if you can get me a name. And then I texted the owner of the club. I was like, hey, I shouldn't. So I get a text back from the motel guy, and he's like, yeah, I just watched the security footage. And I go, let me, if you can tell the other guy, I don't want to get this guy in trouble by like ratting out, narking out who's in that room, but tell the club guy, and the club guy will tell me. And he gave me a name and a number, and then they looked it up, and they found a guy, and I'm like, unless that guy has gained incredible amounts of weight, that's not the right guy. So maybe we just let this whole fucking thing. I didn't
Maybe
press
that's why he
charges.
was so sensitive about being called fat.
Well, that's
recent.
Yeah.
I
mean,
thought
it's one of
that.
the. It's just going to go down as another case of elder abuse.
I want to know though. Are we going to request footage of you guys getting fucking pushed down? Because that's all I want to see.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you send me the footage? I know it's gonna. He would not want to tarnish the name of his motor lodge, which is fucking immaculately
The term
perfect.
being thrown down like rag dolls brings to mind. Like
can
you and
picture
Carlos were not assaulted so much as you were just followed your own momentum.
The old NBA flop.
We just sped up the inevitable.
It was gay on gay crime.
Oh, fucking
It'd be a hate crime.
At one point,
fag fight 2025.
after when he reacted like that to being called fat, and that Carlos had been pushed down at one point where like still face to face yakking, and this will tell you how big he is. He goes, Carlos is just going, are you trying to tell me you're not fat? Say it, say you're not fat. And I turned around and go, wait, his tit is actually in my hand right now, so I guess you're kind of fat.
You know what I thought of? I thought of like the movie Cocoon, and like if Steven Gutenberg had thrown down the two fucking Don Amici, and anyway,
Platoon?
Yeah,
Wilford Brimley was in that.
He must have just watched Platoon because he's referencing it a lot.
But if somebody just assaulting old fat senior citizens,
What?
he's high.
I need to be high.
I did an edible earlier. My wife's at church.
He's looking over his shoulder.
We got the issues with Andy equipment fired up again.
Brush off the dust, honey. It seems like it might be that time. We got Sean Scove. I saw you chime in up there at some point. 'Cause I got your text. I didn't read it. I just saw the trailer for your text, and I was going to say, just email me. And then I thought, if this guy's such a super fan and wants advice about his act, why isn't he not on Patreon? But you are, so I didn't have to say it.
There he is.
There you are. Yeah, we'll get to you shortly here, but we first have to get to Bingo's.
Uh-oh.
Vagina or asshole?
Yeah.
Strengthen up my shit pussy. That's what Bingo's got to do. Strengthen up your shit pussy.
I
can't afford
what
surgery
I
for that.
suspect is going on is I got it the same thing with a vest. Is like I think I have it zipped up, and then it's like unzipped from the bottom and the top, so it's your asshole and your pussy zipper just kind of hung up.
It's close, Andy. It's close.
Yeah. I'm no medical professional, but I'd watch Quincy.
If you're not up to date on the bingo situation, she has what is called recticele, CELE, which now I've decided to pronounce recticelle. Make it sound Italian. Recticelle.
Recticelle damn near killed the chile.
Yes.
Good.
The zipper's hung up.
So it's where there's a prolapse between your uterine wall and your vagina wall and your asshole wall.
Yeah.
Your shit pussy.
Yeah.
Your shit pussy.
And it's not strengthened. So she went and got
It's a
diagnosed
blended
with
family.
Well, Doc Mark put me in.
Yes,
Yeah.
good old Doc Mark got her a person that does this kind of specialty work.
A GYN surgeon.
So she goes to get this diagnosed. Like, what do we do about it? And the lady has to hand, vagina, whatever. And you take it, Bingo.
All right. Well, first of all, I go in with my shirt and my socks. They're colon socks.
Like a road map.
My colon socks. And she thinks, because I go through Doc Mark, and so she knows there's a connection there. And she thinks that I'm the comedian, not him. And she's like, you're fucking funny. And so we start talking and cracking jokes. So instead of giving me a normal exam, she's like, shit, let me go get a mirror. Hang on. So she leaves the fucking room. I'm naked under a cover, a drapery, with my shirt on, and we're getting along. She's fucking awesome, and she's like, "Let me get a mirror." So she goes and gets a mirror, and she's like, "Just hold this down here so you can see what I'm talking about." So she proceeds to put lube on her finger. She shoves her finger in my asshole, sticks it in the prolapse, and shoves the prolapse through my vagina so I can look at it. And then I say, that's the only way I can come. We get along great. She's fucking awesome. She's so fucking great.
See, Andy, that's how you keep a tight set. She's looking right. Bam.
Boom. Oh my gosh.
She was
But
fucking
not a
great.
tight pussy.
That's what
It
happened.
depends on which direction you enter it.
Sounds like the doc could have had a catcher's mitt.
But anyway, I have surgery. It's not as bad as I thought, but I'm getting surgery, and I'll be cleaned up and fine.
Have you considered putting a dick on?
What do you mean?
Well, if they're going to be
Put a
doing
peanut, just sew your cunt up because it seems to be a source of infection and bemusement.
Stanhope, have you considered divorce? Have you thought about finding a new wife?
Your vagina seems to be like a sauna that doesn't heat up anymore. So, what about putting a pecker on there while they're doing the plumbing?
I keep making eye contact with Andy on the screen as though he's going to look back. Yeah.
I can't. You're too far away from my visual.
Chaley's down there doing yard work.
I keep looking up to Andy, and I admire his goddamn teeth. Andy, your teeth are so white. I love you. I need some. I've neglected my teeth, being an apathetic lunatic.
My teeth only look good from this distance on camera.
Maybe it's a filter. Why I need to white? What's your white teeth filter?
That gun is my new white teeth filter. You don't think my teeth are white? What about this Glock, motherfucker?
Are you calling me fat and you say my teeth aren't white?
No, man.
You're going
if I had
down.
that Glock and I saw two of my queer friends get pushed over, I still would have stayed asleep.
You did stay asleep.
I tried whenever I was The first thing I said whenever I was gonna go assault those guys, I says, "Look, I tried to de-escalate. I go, you got to get back out of this." And I said, "Look, there's no need for us to be violent with each other." I said, "But seriously, do you guys think that it's necessary for you to go that fast?" And both the dude and the chick who was driving screamed, "Yes!" And I was like, "Ah, fuck, I can't reason."
Oh, I saw you
These
write that on your
people.
Twitch stream. By the way, twitch.com/HD_fatty.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. He just, in the morning, he has all these fucking weird ham radio guys doing the local weather.
It's so fun.
And
The weather.
It's so fun.
The Cochise County Sheriff's Police, not blotter, what's the police scanner.
Scanner. Yeah.
We have that on all the time now. It just chimes in randomly. And
We
then,
have it on while we sleep. It's so fun.
It's great.
so
But yeah, I thought I was gonna make the fucking scanner for
I
sure.
thought
came
that
in
was
and
the
checked.
neighbors that you were arguing with that said they don't have to drive that fast. I thought neighbors were defending them. That was themselves defending.
Yes, that was them. And I knew right then. So I was like, well, just fucking.
Did you push them down?
I would have struck him with a blow. I guess they would call it in the gay world.
Ear damage was the only thing I could think of.
Ear
That was like, I can't punch this guy. Like, yeah, but I like my hand is touching his tit.
When was the last time you punched somebody?
You use that tip. You pull that throat down next to you so you can elbow it. That's your move.
Your
right
ability
there.
to punch, it has to be about equal to your ability to do a pull-up.
I didn't think about this, but I do have my big. They call it the bob. It looks like a naked dude that you beat up, which is pretty gay. But I do have that on
Is
my
that your
front
only
porch.
option?
I do have that on my
Fight him, or
front.
can you suck him
Well,
off?
there's nothing below the waist, Andy. You're shit out of luck. He doesn't even have arms, man. They've thought of all the angles. But I didn't think about it till now. Maybe that's why he didn't want to get out, because I do
Maybe if
beat
you
the
could
shit out of
stuff-
that thing on my
stuff your
porch
dick
on
in
a
his
regular
mouth,
basis.
You wouldn't have to punch him.
Didn't they say your address on the scanner saying he will shoot and he has guns?
That was their address down there at the end. They've had it. They were threatening to shoot each other.
All right, I heard that wrong too. I thought they said your
Yeah,
address.
that's what I heard.
My street.
Oh, okay.
I might have said my.
Well, I appreciate you looking out, because the grandkids run around that street all the time, and two pit bulls running around loose is kind of dangerous.
They
So
always are, those fuckers. Those kids.
Anyway, should we? Let's let people in and talk to some folks. We're over an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piss.
I'm drunk on shots of this.
Clink.
Clink.
Like
Yeah.
some ice.
I'm sorry. Is that a gay drink? Pineapple and strawberry.
Let me put my
mimosa?
pinky out. Oh, there it goes.
That's not gay. That's classy. Get your shit together.